guys, so today I have something really exciting to show you. So many of you have probably seen this all over Instagram lately. It is the Urban Decay Naked Heat Collection. I know a ton of other YouTubers have already done a video on this, and I'm kind of sorry that I'm not the first, but you know, they get it in PR mailings, I don't. I bought this with my own money from the Urban Decay website when they were having the pre-sale on the 12th of June. It was available midnight California time, and where I live it was 3 a.m. I set an alarm. I bought it with my own money and it shipped in about a week. So just getting that out of the way, I bought this. It's not PR, that's why I have it now instead of 2 weeks ago, which is when PR comes out. This will be available in July for public purchase from their website, Sephora, and Ulta. The pre-sale was for only 1 day. The palette is $54 and it comes in this packaging. You open it and it's just a pull-out tray. This is what the palette looks like. This is the back of the box. It's roses that look like they're on fire. And then there's burnt matches. And then the palette. It's hard plastic and it opens up like this. Has a big mirror and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 shades. So it's 12 fiery shades, and it comes with a dual-ended brush. A flat one and a pointed tip one. I'll show you how it compares to others. This is the original Naked palette. They are the same size. This one is a lot thicker though because it's made of plastic, and this one's made of felt. I'll compare it to the Naked Smoky palette because that is also the plastic. So this is the first time they used plastic. So this is what the two packagings look like. They're the same type of package, just this one has smoke all over it and this one is red. Same size again, and they open the same. All palettes from Urban Decay have 12. So nothing has changed as far as the amount of product you get. This is a close-up of all the colors. I'll insert my arm swatch because I took a photo of that. I'm not going to do it again. So I already primed my eyes with the Too Faced one that's in the blue packet. It's the 24-hour one. So I'm going to go in first with a Real Techniques 200 brush. It's just a typical flathead brush. And I'm going to go in with the color Chaser. Then I'm going to take my Sigma E25 and the color Sauced. So these are super pigmented, they're easy to blend, but they do have a really powdery texture. I don't know if you can see it here, but you see how I dipped into that color and there's a ton of powder and it gets everywhere. I feel like that's normal with a pressed shadow. I'm just letting you guys know that there is a lot of kickback when you pick up products. Next, I'm going to take He Devil, and I'm going to put it in the same place that I'd put Sauced. So I'm going to go right along the crease. And then I'm going to blend again with my Sigma Tapered Blending E40. So that's what I have so far. And then I think this brush, I have to say, is actually really great. It's a brush that comes with the palette. It's just as good as the Sigma brush, honestly. I think all of the brushes that come with the Urban Decay palettes are pretty nice. I mean, a lot of brands give brushes, but a lot of them are also not that awesome. But this one I wouldn't mind using. I often use the Urban Decay brushes for other looks too, not just from their palette. So that's always a plus when the brush that comes with the box is awesome. I'm then going to take Cayenne with the fluffy pointed side. This is really dense. I feel like a lot of brushes that come with boxes aren't dense, but I have to say that these are really nice. And then I'm gonna run this along the lower lash line as well, just using the same side in the outer corner. I'm gonna take a fine little brush that I have. It's got a square tip. This is from Unicorn Lashes, the Royale collection. I'm gonna take the color Ounce and I'm gonna put it in my inner corner. This is not as glittery as I was hoping it would be, so I'm gonna go in with a highlighter. Just to add a little more color, I'm going to take my Aurora by Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit. I plan on doing a video on this later this week, but I'm gonna go in with the color Luna right now, just to add an icy pop of color. There we go. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my MAC 211. It's a fine tapered blending brush. This is what it looks like. It's very similar to the one that comes with the kit, but it's a lot thinner. So this one is easier for getting very precise color in a very specific area. I'm going to go in with the color En Fuego. And then I'm going to run Ashes, which is a deeper plum color, just along my lower lash line, just in the concentrated part right here. I'm just gonna blend my outer corner because I've added a lot of color today. And there we have it. That is the final look that I've done. I'm gonna add some mascara, curl my lashes. I know there's a lot of glitters in this palette, but I am not a fan of having glitter on my eyelids. I feel like it makes my eyes look too dark and closed in, but maybe I'll grow more comfortable with that later on. But for right now, I just like to leave my eyelid clear, or not clear, but free of any product, except for the base shade I put down. Sometimes I'll go in and I'll add a lighter shade to make the colors pop a little more, but I usually don't add glitter. If I do, I put it out here and down here. So I'll be putting some mascara on and I'll come right back. So this is the final look. I have to say, I really love this palette. It's all warm tones. The packaging is really something special. Like if you look at it from this angle, you can see that the bars are all underneath the writing in a separate component, and then there's a piece of plastic over it. The letters are 3D, you can feel it. And the whole back side is a cool orangey color, and the color here is an ombre for the fiery shades. So I know there was a lot of controversy when people were swatching, and I have to say the swatches were actually really good, but I had a struggle with a few of the darker shades, like the darker mattes. All of the glitter shades were super duper perfect when they swatch. They weren't flaky, they weren't patchy, they weren't like really cheap seeming. Like sometimes you'll get a glitter and it'll just seem like they didn't put a lot of effort in, but I have to say these were phenomenal. My only issue was when it came to darker mattes, but when I used those darker mattes on my eyes, they were perfect. They were pigmented, they went on smooth, they weren't patchy, but I mean, you're not covering your whole eye in a dark plum for this look, so I can't testify how it would work if you were to do a full color, but when I was just blending into the corners and the creases, it was perfect. The price is pretty on point. I don't remember how much the other palettes were, but it's probably around the similar price range. It's pretty fair. I mean, it's a little bit pricey considering you can get other palettes with more colors like Morphe for cheaper, but Urban Decay is one of those high-end brands, so they charge a little more, but the quality is definitely worth it. I think I'm going to start a new series called Bitchin' or Ditchin'. So is this product bitchin', meaning it's awesome, or is it worth ditching and you don't buy it? Let me know your thoughts on that. I think this might be the first of the Bitchin' Ditchin' series. And I guess that's all. Have a great day, guys.